Hello everyone, this is Nitesh Madhukar over here, and in today's tutorial I'm going to deal with the third part of MS Access. The MS Access, as I have introduced in my first video, in the second video I have given some of the basic information, basic knowledge of database, and in third tutorial, which is right now I'm available, I'm going to deal some of the very important topic. So let's start. What are the topic today I'm going to deal with? The today's first topic is field properties. As we have set the data types, for that field properties are there. Steps to set the field properties, primary key, steps for creating a primary key, candidate key, alternate key, editing a table or database, sorting data, filtering a database, searching in a database, and opening an existing database. Last but not the least, that is closing a database. After that, in the next tutorial we will discuss about the report, form, query. But student, I must tell one thing, that if you are having any problem, I'm going to update my new video. In that I'm going to deal with the data types as well as field properties properly. One by one I'm going to deal all those topics. So let's connect it in my YouTube channel. If you are facing any kind of difficulties, please write a comment. And for the new viewer who are viewing my video the first time, I'm going to request to them that please press the subscribe button. And if you are watching my video, what are the difficulties you are facing, please mention in comment so that I can get updated. If you are liking my video, please press the like button so that I can able to understand that how many of you are understanding my video. So one by one I'm going to deal with field property. So let's start. So in database, after giving the data, means when we have created a database, we have to set the field properties. Field properties are being set of the field, its control and shows the behavior of a field. Each field in a table is having its own properties that defines the field and how it is used in a database. I'm going to show you that how many field properties are there and their description also. Suppose that what type of field properties are available for a particular field. So one by one I'm going to deal. Here first one is field size. Field size property defines that to set the maximum length of a text or numeric field. Suppose that when I have taken the field of short length or text, so in that case, if you are remember that if short text is there, then we are allowed to enter 255 character, and in the long length we are allowed to enter 65,536 character. So field size is a property of a field that defines that how many characters are allowed in that field. Suppose that I have taken a field name as a name, and I know that in the name field only 30, maximum 30 character are being used. So for that purpose we will have to give the condition. How to set the field property I will show practically, but right now you have to know theoretically what is the use of field size. So in that we are going to set the maximum length of text as well as numeric. Now I'm giving the another example of field size. See, suppose that we know our mobile number. Mobile number is having how many digit? 10 digit. We all know. So we will have to give the property. First of all, we will have to take the field mobile number, field type should be number, and after that we will have to define in a field size from the field property that it will contain maximum 10 character. Maximum length should be 10. So that will be the field size. So that is known as field size. The format, the second one field property is format. Format controls that how data is displayed. You can use predefined format or customize your own. Suppose that date time is there. So when I'm writing about the today's date, today is 12th of June 2020. So I can also able to give 12/6/2020 as June 12 2020. So as per our need we can able to use different format whatever I need, and also we can able to customize by our own. The third property is there, that is called input mask. It specifies the pattern for the data to be entered in the field. Suppose that some of the mandatory fields are there in the database, like username and password. Without it, we cannot able to enter. So whenever we have created any of the field like that, so we have to give the star mark so that that field can't be blank. We must have to enter the correct information to the next further process. So that is called input mask, and also we can able to give it by giving the star mark. So it defines that the field which is mandatory to enter any of the information, that is the correct information. The next one is caption. Caption property is specified to default field label in a form or report. When we have to create a form or report, in that time caption option are being used. Caption defines that, as we know that it's a kind of heading of the or title of our document. So caption property specifies the default field label in a form or report. Default value. Some of the default value are also being entered by the help of machine. Once we will have to give the default value, suppose that mostly our students are having capital Patna or Kolkata. Who are belonging from the West Bengal, their capital is Kolkata. Who are belonging from Bihar, their capital is Patna, is it? So in that time, if we have given the field name capital, so we don't have to type always Patna or Kolkata. Once we have defined that default value of this field is Patna, then automatically by the help of, at the time of entering the record, all those data will enter by automatically. So this is called default value. Now the next is validation rule. The property defines expression that defines data entry rule. Some of the rules which we will have to follow in database while entering the record. So that is, some of the rules are being allowed by the help of the user. At a time when we are using, so we are known as user. So at that time some of the validation rules are being followed, that is under the certain condition, and those conditions are given by the user. That is called validation rule. Validation text, that is the next field property. This property to customize the error message when appears when you enter a value that violates the validation rule. Suppose that I have given the condition that in the mobile number 10 characters are allowed. So when we had mistakenly entered 11th of number in place of 10, so that is called validation text, which is not allowed at all in case of validation text. Suppose that I am giving the another example. In our examination rule, we are giving the class test of 20 marks. So at the time of data entry, by mistake you have entered 21 or 22. So validation text will not allow you if you have given the condition that only 20 or less than 20 is allowed. So we will give the condition, and after that validation text will not allow to enter any of the wrong information. Now last but not the least of field property, that is called required. We can use this property to specify whether the value is required or not. So that is called required. So I hope you understood. Now I am going to show you practically. Student, have you seen I have started MS Access and I have started taking a new table. The name of the table is student information. In this field, what type of data field name and data type I have taken? The first one is admission number and data type is auto number. The second one is roll number, the data type is number. The third one is name, and that is data type is short text, address also in short text, mobile number, that is in number. So this is called, that is description, or this is called in design view. Now field property, the area where I am moving the cursor, this is called field property. Now whatever I have explained right now, all those explanation terms, all those 8 terms are here. Field size, it is long integer. I'm talking one by one, I'm giving the explanation. Suppose that I have taken the auto number field, what are the field properties are coming. If I have clicked over roll number, you can able to see what are the field properties are coming. If I have clicked here, you will able to find out that what are the field properties are coming. So as per our need, we can able to change, we can able to give the certain condition for the purpose of field property. So this is one of the very important part. At per the time, as per our need, we can able to give the condition and we can able to enter the data. So this is called field property. So hope you understood about to set about the data types, how to set the data types, as well as how to set the field property. This is the steps to set up the field property. You can able to see, as well as you can do the practical steps I have written for the helping purpose. You can able to follow the steps, as well as you can able to understand. Student, as well as you have to also know the shortcut which are used in database. All those shortcut you have to know right now. For the office purpose, Control S is used for the saving the document. So hope you understood about how to set the field property. This is the very important topic which is known as primary key. A student, if you are remembered, I have already explained about the advantages of database. I told you that here data duplication are not being allowed. So those database, in that duplication of data, how it will not being allowed? Because in a record, one field must be there which is going to hold a unique value, and those fields which is going to hold a unique value are known as primary key. Suppose that in our school life, it might be in your iCard, you have been observed that admission number are written, or in your class you are allotted a specific roll number. So by the help of roll number, we can able to trace, as well as the same roll number are not being allowed to two student. So that is known as primary key. As in our general life, if you are going asking about the next example of primary key, Aadhaar number is there, PAN number is there, which are used as a primary key. So about the primary key, with the value which is having a unique value in each record is called primary key. Now what are the advantages of primary key? The advantage of primary key is the table is automatically indexed. This result is faster access to the data. When we are going to write all those information uniquely, so in that time we can easily able to access any of the record by tracing the primary key. Apart from that, it will be also useful to retrieve the data by using the primary key. So this is the first advantage. The second advantage is that, as I told, it prevents duplication of the data in the table. In entire database, the same type of data not being allowed to be entered. So the same copy of the data are not being allowed, and this is prevented by the help of primary key. Let's see the video. After that, you will able to know that how to set the primary key. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you that which one is a primary key. Here might be you have seen that admission number, here one symbol is there. This is key. Suppose that I have to change admission number, already by default it came as a primary key, but I want to change this field as a primary key. So select any of the field and after that click on primary key. You will able to see one key symbol is there. So by the help of this, what the steps you have to follow? First of all, you will have to open your database in design view. You will get all those field name. Select the field name which you want to make as a primary key. So after selection of those field, click on primary key option you will get. So after that, automatically this key will become when you will select this primary key. So that field will become as a primary key. When you have selected any of the field name as a primary key, please mind it that repetition of the data are not being allowed in that field, that is called primary key. Suppose that admission number, no, I'm taking this roll number as a primary key. So now I'm going to enter the data. I'm going to open in datasheet view. So before that, it is asking to save. So suppose that admission number, I have given roll number 1, and after that name I have writing, so I'm here entering 1. You will see if it is 1, what error message is coming. See, when I have entered the same roll number, the error message is coming about that. Okay, so hope you understood. If the same type of data will be entered in a primary key, so error you will get. Now the next topic is candidate. We know that only one field can't able to store the unique value. There may be 2 or more field will also be there which is able to hold a unique value. So all those fields which is able to hold the unique value, but we have not selected that as a primary key, so those fields are known as candidate key. Suppose that in class student, when they are going to perform their board exam, in that time they are asking about their Aadhaar number, and at that same time school is also maintaining the record of their registration number. So these two fields are will be there which will be considered as candidate key, which we have not selected as a primary key. So those fields which is having the capability to store the unique value but are not being selected as a primary key, those fields are known as candidate key. Example I have also mentioned here. Suppose we have a field name like PAN number as well as Aadhaar number, passport number. So one will be as a primary key, any one of 3 will be behave as a primary key, rest of 2 will able to store the unique value but we have not selected as a primary key, so that is known as candidate key. So hope you understood about the candidate key. This is a theory part. Among the question will be there, find out which one is primary key, which one is candidate key, and which one is alternate key. So you have to find out. So now last but not the least about the key, alternate key. A candidate key that is not a primary key is called alternate key. Means rest of the field except primary key and candidate key is known as alternate key. Whatever field name we have selected, if it is not primary key or a candidate key, then those fields are known as alternate key. That's all. Editing a table, which is very important. Once we have completed a database and entered all the record in the table, sometimes we need to certain changes. What are the changes are being done? How we can able to do certain changes? We have to insert a new field, we have to delete one of the existing field, moving a field from one place to another place, hiding or unhiding the field. So MS Access allow us to edit in a table as well as in database. Any of the certain changes are being allowed in any time. We can able to edit our table as per our need. To insert a field, so what are the steps? First of all, we have to open our database, as I have created the database earlier, because I have to create a video. Otherwise, if I will show you to how to create this database, it will take too much time. You can also able to enter all those record, and after entering the record, what are the steps to insert a new field? I will have to right click over here, and after that I will have to click on insert field. As you have clicked on insert field, you can able to get a field is being inserted. So I will have to give the name of this field. I can able to change the name. Suppose that I will have to write any information about this. So I have, again we have to click in design view, and you will see here field is there. So I am writing here any of the personal information, and here short text is there. I will have to change it by the long text. Okay, so now I will have to open in data sheet view, because I have to enter the data. Before that we have to save it. I have saved. I will get this personal, and after that I will write any of the information. You can able to see, we can able to enter any of the information. So this is anytime you are allowed to insert any of the field, but steps you will have to follow. Now if I have to delete any of the record, so what are the steps to delete a record? Right click over here, and after that in the last you see delete a field is there. So when I have clicked on delete a field, it is going to ask, do you want to permanent delete the selected field? If yes only, then it will be deleted. So this is the steps to create a new field name as well as delete a field name. Now to hide or unhide any of the specific field. Suppose that here I have seen that this is one of the field which I have to hide. So right click over here, and after that you have to find out where hide fields are there. Okay, hide fields are there, we have to click over here. As we have clicked, we have seen that those field which we have selected, it's hidden from here. Now if again we have to unhide, what I have to click, again I have to click any of the field you have to select, and after that unhide field, and the field which is hidden, before that we have hidden the name of that field, we have to click over here, and after that we can able to close. So the field which we have hide or unhide, option hide tool. By the help of this only we can able to hide or unhide. Now the next topic is moving a field from the access table. So this is also one of the important part, sometimes it's needed. Suppose that I have to take this date of birth after last name, so how we can able to change? Simply we can able to drag and drop. See, simply we have dragged and dropped, and after that this table is coming from one place to another place. Okay, so by the help of that we can able to change, we can able to move any of the field from one position to another position. So this is all known as the editing of a table. Now the next topic is sorting data in table. What is the meaning of sorting? Sorting is known as arrangement of data as per their ascending order or descending order. If we are having a large amount of data and we have to arrange in the ascending order, larger to shorter or shorter to larger, that is called ascending or descending. So all those value when we are going to arrange, that is called sorting a data. So steps are given over here, but I'm just, you learn the steps, I'm going to show you practically that how to sort the data. Now if you are having this database, and after the database you will have to check how to sort the data. So the field name which you want to sort, so right click over there, and after that sort A to Z or Z to A. I'm going to first do A to Z. So when I have clicked, see all A name is coming over here. Now again if I will have to sort the data Z to A, Z to A, it's coming. Is it? Now this is the data, another data which I have to sort smallest to largest. So I have clicked over here. So roll number 1 to 20 are being arranged. Now what I will do, I am going to arrange all those data in largest to smallest. When you will do the practical, you just show me as a screenshot in the comment section. Okay, this is the another topic that is called searching any record in a database. As we know that when we had a traditional system, to find a single record it was having too much time consuming, because in that time large amount of data are being arranged, and after that if we will have to find out any of the record, it will take too much of time as well as in the lengthy process. But by the help of database, it makes us very easier, as well as we can able to get the exact information, because we will go to the exact location. So database in MS Access we are having a feature that is called search box. So by the help of that search box we can able to get the all information very easily, quickly and accurately. So how we are able to find out all those record by the help of search feature, I'm going to show you practical. Steps are already written over here, you just see the video. After watching the video you can able to understand. Now you have seen that the record is coming. Let me do this sorting first properly. It is smallest to largest because it's looks like good. Now if suppose that I want to find the information of, let me see which name repeatedly coming over here. So any of the information, suppose that I have to find out this is the name Hema or Yadav, I'm going to search. So here you will see the search button is there. I'm typing here Hema, H-E-M-A. Now see, when I have clicked over here, exactly at this point is being highlighted. Are you able to see? This is highlighted, as well as this is coming in yellow color, as well as mother name, it is being highlighted. I am going to show you another name, how it is going to search any of the record. Suppose that I am typing here Nandita. If I will do any of the mistake, it will come over here. So this is this is the first name, it's also being highlighted, and this is also being highlighted. So by the help of that, we can able to search any of the record. This is only the 20 records. You are having the 200 records also, that is also being easily you can able to find out. You can easily able to retrieve any of the information by your fingertip. That is the one of the very important feature of MS Access. MS Access allow you to open your saved database anytime. To open a saved database, you have to follow some of the steps. First of all, select the open button from the file tab, which is left side. You will have to go to the file tab, and after that select the database from the file list. If it is not available, what the steps we have to do? We will have to click on browse option, select the desired database from the open dialog box. After that, when you have selected, click on open button, and then you selected database will get open. So when we have already saved the database, it is easily able to open for the future reference. If we have to see, we have to maintain, we have to update any of the record, or we have to browse any of the information in a database, easily we can able to open any of the existing database which we have saved earlier. Now if we have already completed our task, we have finished our task, and after that the last, we have to close our database, we have to close our MS Access. So steps, as you know that everyone is knowing about that how to close the Access application. So simply we have to click on close button, which is right corner, topmost right corner, it is available. Close it. If you have done certain changes, it will going to be asked that you want to save it. If you want to save it, click on yes, otherwise click no, and after that your data will be saved as well as closed. So apart from that, one of the shortcut is also there, Control W, which is used to save the database after certain changes. That is called Control W is used shortcut. So hope guys you have understood. Now I am telling you that please write a comment if you have understood in my tutorial. Mostly students are watching my tutorial, so I request to all of my students that please write a comment that I am a student of school, as well as your name and roll number, so that for the future reference I will able to understand whether you are understanding, and without any hesitation you can ask your query, because we are sitting over here. Thank you, hope you will understood. So thank you for watching this video. Thanks once again.